How y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I started something last night and I'm gonna finish it today on stream. I developed a pattern for a leather wallet and I cut out all the pieces, but you know, it was late last night, so you can't really hammer. So we're gonna hammer today. We're also gonna like finish these pieces. I cut out all the pieces that I need for the wallet. I do need to finish the corners. We're doing a veg tan inside with a, I don't know. I don't know what this is. It was part of my scrap leather collection. But I do like it, so we're going to use this. But if you are new to the channel, you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. Link in the description where you can catch me doing this, video games, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, you would think that I would have done the responsible thing and actually, like, sharpened my edge beveler before stream, but I guess not. There's something wrong with me. How you doing, Shark? Happy Friday, everybody. We're on a little early today, because I'm going out to see a movie I don't really care to see, mainly to hang out with my friend, and I'm probably going to try to have an edible beforehand. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be my I still keep forgetting to have that edible on a day off. I still keep forgetting. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've let you all down. I've let down the Stoner Nation. Not really a stoner. Get zooted. I only recently found out that that's like the term, right? That's the term. You know? How you guys doing? Any plans for this weekend? Tomorrow I'm also going to be going on early, ending early, so it's dropping. We filed, now we're stropping. We're gonna be starting early, we're gonna be ending early tomorrow too. This should be good enough to, not good enough, it should be fine now to do some of these edges, right? So I learned last night that you can actually use pen on leather so long as you get rid of those edges, which is what we're gonna do now. It seems like a really lazy shortcut, but also, like, if it works, it works. Let me just make sure this is sharp enough. Oh, yeah. That feels good. Perfect. Yeah. So the pen lines don't remain there if you bevel them away. Don't actually have to do these inner edges, but, you know. So I developed this pattern yesterday, and then I was like, let me build it. And then I started to build it. And the first draft, actually, which is here. Let me show you the first draft. I was planning on doing all veg tan. And I even started to hammer the things out. But then I had this shot of insight. Let me see if a card fits, because I don't know if a card fits, and a card will not go in there because of the glue. So I need to give it more space around. So that was the version 1. We're calling that the version 1. This is the version 2. It's a much bigger, slightly bigger size. It is sharp. It is sharp. I'm trying to be careful. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm pretty okay with tools, actually. You know, I think it'll be fine. It is sharp though, especially if it jumps and hits me in the anywhere. Right? We have to be careful. But it is sort of like a safer tool because the actual real edge that you're cutting with is between these. It's hard to, I can't even show that to you. It's so tiny. So let's see. A lot of homework. Wait, is Vault Hunters? Wait, Vault Hunters sounds familiar. At least you have stuff other than homework. God, I remember homework. I hate homework. I hate homework so much. I don't know why they do that to everybody. No, I'm kidding. I do know why they do homework. Why they make y'all do homework. Homework's kind of to reinforce things, right? Because, like, if you don't repeat... See, the best way that we know to get the human brain to learn anything is, like, through repetition, right? It's to do something several times, over and over, to commit it to memory. But there are ways to make that fun. Forcing assignments doesn't, right? Granted, if there's no way to make a subject fun, sometimes that's the only way, which sucks, you know. practice is the only way that people really commit these things to memory, you know? And that's a shame. It's not a shame. It's just how our brains work, you know? Whatever. We're just beveling these edges to make the finished product look a little more nicer. Nicer. All right, so that's done. We'll put that in the done pile. Yeah, what's up, Shabazz? Oh shit. Oh wait, today's Friday. You have a stream later, right? I'm probably gonna miss it. I'm already on early. I'm just trying to like power through this thing very quickly. How you doing, Shabazz? How's your day been? I should also be like very careful about like my own thumbnail making marks on here. I do need to trim my nails. They're not particularly long right now. I just haven't yet. I don't even have a set day for it. I probably should make a set day for it. Like every Friday, trim your nails. It's cool. Have a good stream. All right, Goose. I hope you feel better soon. I know you said that in the message that you're not feeling the best yet. God, I hate stomach viruses. They're like the worst. I told you guys. I know I've told this story several times, but I'll tell it again because I was kind of retelling it with Mirage. I even linked to him the stand-up set from Patton Oswalt, which as I was listening to it, I was like, well, that was a mistake because he uses a he does use a slur, but it's because someone called him that slur. Which was like, that's not better, but you know. Anyway. Essentially, this one time I had food poisoning. I also had to do 2 final presentations and take a final exam. Yeah, that's fun, right? Oh, am I losing my edge? Oh, I remember what this is. This is where I skipped the edge of the blade while I was cutting out the pieces. I knew I'd have to fix that eventually. I figured this would fix it. Yeah, so I had 2 final exams. I'm sorry, a final exam and 2 final presentations. Fun! It's gotten worse. Well, my day hasn't gotten worse, thankfully. Jesus Christ. Why? How is it getting worse? What do you mean have you seen a physician? My day's been going well. Shabazz. It's barely started. It's barely started. I woke up at like 9:30, you know, the life of an unemployed. And then I was like, well, this is too early. Go back to sleep, stupid. And so I went back to bed and I struggled to go back to sleep. This is a bad habit of mine. If I feel like it's too early, I will try to go back to sleep, even if I feel like I can just wake up now. Right? I feel like I can wake up, but it's just like, I go back to sleep, nerd. Stupid me. And then I groggily wake up like 2 hours later going like, man, I feel like shit. I felt okay before. I should have just stayed up. And that's the final truth. I should have just stayed up. But you know what? I'm not a smart man. I'm what they call in Latin a stupid asshole. What they call in Latin a stupid asshole. Goose has she's got a stomach virus. She got it at the most unfortunate time, which was, she was at a funeral. One of the kids was kind of sick, so everybody else kind of got sick. Which is like a double whammy, because like, you're already like, not thrilled to be there, you know, you just lost somebody, and like, this is, you know, like, you're paying your respects, and if you're emotional like me, and you have any attachment to that person, you will not stop crying. Like, I was telling this girl the other day, like, how I was the oh god, I'm doing anecdote into anecdote without finishing the first anecdote, about how I was the eldest grandson in a Chinese family. So at the funeral, because he had no sons, my grandfather had no sons, I had to do like most of the processions. And like, I'm already like 100% beside myself, sobbing all over the place. And like now I'm also doing like all of the stuff that I don't know how to do, and it's just like, all right, fine. Anyway, so 2 final presentations and a final. And what most performers will tell you is that there's this thing called stage health. Oh, this is the part that I screwed up. What was that? Uh-oh. There's this thing called stage health, where if you're sick as a dog, right, you could be like incredibly ill. But the moment you have to get on stage, your body will summon up this like combination of adrenaline and moxie. Just finish your set, just do the thing, then you're done. For as long as you need it, like the 10, the 15 minutes, the hour, whatever you need to do your thing, and then get out of there. And so he was talking about stage health, and I was like, oh my god. I saw this stand up by Patton Oswalt years later, but he was like, but the moment he started talking about it, I was like, you're right. He had the stomach flu. I had food poisoning. So I was like at this it was a final. It was a final exam. And 2 final presentations. I had to do it. It's like this is the last day. There's no day after this. I like what do you do? Right? You can't do anything. You have to go in. And so I take some over-the-counter medication, whatever we had in the cabinet, just all of it at the same time, just one of each. Not all of it at the same time, but like one of each. Because 1, I know I'm gonna need some later. But 2, I don't want to overdose on like Pepto-Bismol, # not sponsored. So I take everything. And then I go in, and I'm fine. I'm fine for my presentation. I'm fine for the second presentation. I'm fine for the final. People are even like enjoying what I'm laying down there, and it's like, oh good, nobody can tell that like I had to glue my ass shut to prevent it from like leaking all over the place during the middle of this presentation. I'm kidding, I didn't have to glue it shut, although in retrospect that might have helped. Then I get home and I immediately like my body flushes itself. My body's just like, all right, we held that in for as long as we could. Even as I'm like approaching the door, it's just like, listen, they're already preparing to loose the ballast. And I'm like, shit. I run upstairs, nobody else is home. I go immediately to the bathroom. Woo! It is. Anyway. So I feel like shit. Like the full force of food poisoning is hitting me now. I feel cold. I feel hot. Right? I can't regulate my body temperature. Huh. This edge is kind of effied. Like I can't really regulate my body temperature. Just clip this. Also, I think my friend, we're gonna go see Quantumania later, so I probably have to like go get tickets. So I might have to do that in a minute. It might have just been him texting me. I can't regulate my body temperature. It's hot, it's cold. I'm like pulling over the covers. I'm throwing them off because it's too much, over and over again. And Bobby, my sweet little boy, rest in peace, little guy. Where is he on here? He's not even on here. Should be here. Sorry. Group. Bobby overlay pics. There he is. All right. Well, one of them doesn't fit here. Also, it shouldn't be on top. All right. Bobby overlay pics. Let's get rid of lounging. Shrinkify this. He should be like... You know what? That's fine. He's fine where he is. He's... maybe he should be a little bit behind me. You know what? Here. Actually, we'll do this. Move the camera a little over. There we go. We could... Ow. Hit my funny bone. We could both share the screen. Although it looks like I'm kissing his butt. Anyway. He's like, I've seen this before. You gotta sweat this out. And he's like constantly trying to smother me. Right? Like, he's just like, let me get on top of you. Don't worry. Like, like he's reverting to his animal instinct of like, I know how to fix this. You need body heat. I need to keep you warm. So he's like constantly climbing on top of me, trying to keep my body warm. And I'm just like, Bobby, no, no, not right now, because it's too much. He's too warm. He is a cat. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with cats. Cats are super warm. It is what it is. But they are what they are. They can't help it. They feel like they're always at like 107 degrees, right? If you've ever held a cat close to your chest, you'll know it's just like, my God, do you have a fever, buddy? You know? Anyway. So I'm like constantly going like, Bobby, no, not right now. And he's like, no, I have to get you better. Very sweet of him. It's very, very sweet of him. He's trying to take care of me. I'm like home alone this whole weekend, by the way, for this. And it's just like, I think in like a day I feel a lot better, but oh my God. Right? Shabazz, they're like super warm. And they don't get it, but it was very sweet of him. He was trying to make sure that I got better. He was like, I can't let you get sick and die. I've seen this before. I must keep you healthy and in good shape. And I was like, oh. It was very sweet of him. He was a sweet boy when he wanted to be. Not with his sister though. He always was like, I don't have a sister. Screw this. Who is that? Get rid of her. He didn't like Summer. Tough shit. It's your sister. Okay. So these corners are all square, and I'm going to have to round them later, which is going to be fun on a bun. I still haven't figured out how to do that properly yet, but we'll get there. Haha, haha. You know, when your tools are sharp, everything just goes so much better. I also have neglected again. Oh, almost coughed. To figure out music to play during this. Which is funny because, like, when I do leather work off stream, which is an occasional thing now because I want to get better at this, I want to be able to, like, produce things and ultimately sell them. Oh yeah, there's this one last piece here. I'll do this last. Yeah, I'll do this last. I don't know why I did those. No, I do know. Okay, so let's put these things together. My patterns are here. Okay, so let's see. There's actually a big pocket for each side. So the way that this wallet works is that there's two separate pockets. This is going to be like, hey, what's up, Ryan? Not copyrighted country music. I'm not a big fan of country music. I am not a big fan of country music. Of course, Goose would like that. So there's like three holes here. There's a little bit of overlap here because I meant to trim off that edge, and so there's a little bit of overlap here because again I meant to trim off that edge. But then I was like, well, I'm gonna trim off every edge, right? I should have done these edges actually. It was a waste of time. Anyway, it's supposed to be a three thing, a three hole thing, whatever. So it's supposed to be a little bit of overlap, right? Three pockets. So one pocket, two pocket, three pocket. We're gonna glue around the edge. We're gonna stitch it down. I'm probably gonna trim off the edge. The not copyrighted dubstep. Oh, I could just do that right now with my mouth. What does what mean? I'm sorry, Goose. What does what mean? I'm trying not to upset you because I know your stomach's in turmoil. I probably should have, what's it called? Oh, I did mark them on these things. Okay, so yeah, it's supposed to be this on this side and then the same thing on the other side. We're going to trim off the edges. I probably should have just trimmed off the edges here, right? So I made the pattern in AutoCAD, right? Printed it out, glued it down to some poster board. Although I've been told that you could just use cereal boxes, so I've been saving cereal boxes too. Look at this. Mark these holes here. Not really holes, but whatever. Probably should be doing this on the other side, actually. Whatever. Oh, also, how you doing, Ryan? Skrillex. Everybody loves Skrillex. Oh, why don't I just play whale noises? No one destroyed your base in Rust? That's kind of an accomplishment, isn't it? Usually people are like assholes in that game. Maybe I should just trim off the edges. I'm realizing, like, in retrospect, like, this is kind of hard to, like, dimension, because everything's dimensioned for this, right? And so, like, as I'm trying to, like, place these things down, it's like, oh, wait, where does this go? Where does this go? Right? Like, this gets stitched onto here, because this is a pocket. And so this pocket needs to have a bottom so that the card doesn't travel all the way down. In fact, there's a thing that's, like, shown on this for that, right? So I'm actually going to make those marks now. Okay. No one will see that. Then we have to do that here. Actually, that's right. It's half an inch. Duh. Where's my ruler? I didn't take out my ruler. You dropped Rust because it felt after 400 hours. Oh, wait, these are quarter inches, aren't they? Or is this metric? You guys listen to metric? I love metric. These are not quarter inches. Oh, they are quarter inches. So this is half an inch. Ah. Oh, that's perfect. And then that's there. I'm a genius. Guys, did you guys know that I'm a genius? I'm a genius. Alright, so... Where's my punch sheet? Here it is. I probably should have taped that down, actually. You know what? Where's my tape? I keep losing track of my masking tape, and that's like the very most important thing in that. I never even touch Rust with no BP. Black Panther? Red Animals? What? I'll be right back. I gotta get some tape. I know I have, like, masking tape someplace, and that's probably the best type of tape to use here, but, I don't know where that shit is. Anyway. All I could say is it's somewhere in this house. This is where you use the board a lot. Make sure that's okay there and there. Okay. Just enough to hold that down, long enough to tape to punch holes through there. Hey, thank you for doing a shout out, mystery person. So let's see. Sniping animals from the edge of draw distance. That sounds rude. Why would you do that? They didn't do anything to you. Going back to listening. Goose, you feel better first and fucking foremost. I don't want you to get worse. I want you to get better. All right? Please feel better. Otherwise, I'm gonna hold you personally responsible for I don't know, the reason why they didn't make a really good Spider-Man 3 movie with Sam Raimi. There we go. Dude, that sounds legit, actually, Toast. I'll be honest, right? Because, like, the homies likely don't, like, grief each other like people would on, like, a public server, right? Alright, so we got those holes in there. We're gonna do the other one now. Same, second verse, same as the first. Half an inch down. Ah, shit. You know what? I should do the marks here. Then hammer. Whoops. I was planning on doing a bracelet today, and then, like, that obviously. Oh, this roll. Obviously is not happening, so maybe we'll do that next stream. Not tomorrow, but like next Leathercraft stream. Well, it's probably also would be better if, like, you know, you weren't constantly getting griefed and rust rather, right? Here we go. Full Puncherino. Or rather, they're called stitching chisels now that I know. Okay. All right, now we do some mild stitching. What time is it? It's almost 2. All right. I should probably order these tickets. He should be out. Thinking I would use this thread. Sort of a contrasting thread to both. Okay. Ah, fucking microphone. All right, 6:30. Let's see. You try to honeycomb in, but you messed honeycomb. I guessed. I'm a guest. Oh my god, movie theaters are expensive. These tickets are like $19.50 each. There we go. From these two. Okay. Confirm these two then. What do you mean round up? It's an even number. PayPal. I make sure that you guys can't see this. It's a good thing to do that now, right? All right. A machine shop wall. I want a machine shop. Continue to review order. And there we go. All right, complete. All right, so whoops. All right. Yeah. So no thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. All right. Cool. These are just like dual small tiny loops that we only need for to keep the cards in place. And we have to do these before we do anything else. Almost 2. Okay. I should be looking at the stream output. There we go. I told Goose I hope she feels better, right? I hope I did. God, whatever she has must be fucking terrible. I personally hate stomach viruses. I don't know about you guys. I hate stomach viruses. Like, they're my least favorite. Like, a cold, sure, whatever. Right, like I could deal with a cough. But my God. I don't want to ever deal with a stomach virus again. You know? Fucking stomach viruses, man. You would think I would have learned to cut the thread at an angle off the thing. But no. I remember my grandmother used to like lick the needle, the thread rather, to like make a point here. This is wax thread, so you don't have to do that, but I'm like tempted to every time because like every time that I've sewn something in the past, you know, it's always been like, oh yeah, just like lick the thread to make a new point, but you don't have to do that. This is wax thread. You just pull on it and it just like remakes a point. God, there's so many things that I've been meaning to watch that I just have not watched. All right, so we got to do this like real shallow actually. Because last night I did this. Actually, I should do from the back too. I did this and I did like 3 passes, and it was too thick. I tried passing a card through it, and it just kept getting snagged. Missing route to the vault by 1 wall. What a bunch of idiots! Let me get my glasses. Rust as a game looks absolutely wild to me because like you see people running around naked, bashing each other's skulls in with rocks, and then you see other people that just like somehow have an AR-15, and this is like cool. This game seems balanced. Oh, I should have made these holes bigger. Where's my all? I didn't punch all the way or as hard as I could have through. That was my fault. I shouldn't need to do this, but whatever. Oh, that was buttery smooth. Come on, you too. You get to be buttery smooth too if you want it. Okay, so hold that down. Hold this down. I feel like I have to do 3 passes. Hey, Ren, thank you for the lurk. Hope your day's going well. Ah, see, if I don't do 3 passes, it feels like it's not going to hold, but 2 passes should be enough? I don't know. We'll see. This is an experiment, and I'm not actually going to let this one go. Probably be like the one that I carry and keep. If anything, I should be hammering that down. I sent out a bunch of stickers, actually, yesterday. I need to ask Mirage his address, because I'll message him. Put that here. Here, we're not going to use it again, but... Yeah, I should be using masking tape. My scissors. It still feels like really weird, right? That like, you know, some people just like have technology and some people are like, well, guess I'm boned. And like Rust is an older game too. It's like there's a lot of these like survival games that I'm finding out weren't like released recently. They were released a long time ago, but people are now discovering them. Like I found out recently that The Forest is 5 years old. I thought The Forest came out like 2 years ago or maybe a year ago. It's 5 years old. Wild. Wait, why can't you get into your base if all your doors are open? That doesn't compute, Toast. Toast? Does not compute. They wipe servers weekly? Oh boy. That's... I guess that makes sense. You don't want somebody to like become like some sort of weird like drug kingpin or something. Right? Just like have like all these resources and then just sort of rule forever. Like in what was it? Not Star Citizen. What's that other game? Eve Online, where like people just have like gentrified money because they started early and they were really good with how they handled their quote unquote business. Such a weird game. That's such a weird game that there's such a strong like online economy and everything that's just everything that happens in Eve Online is just weird. Right? Like it's just weird. The fact that people take it so seriously too, my god. I don't know. I don't wanna insult them either, because I don't want to find myself like abandoned in the middle of space somehow in Eve Online. Not that I play, but like somehow it'll just happen. That's how much power they have. Sorry. You built in a way that doesn't allow you to open 2 doors at one time. Wait, what? I need that. All that fell. I need all of that. I just tuck this. Actually, no, I shouldn't tuck that. That should just be under that. Okay. Okay, I guess like as a security measure, that does make sense. I gotta punch harder through these holes. It's been such a not a long time, but like, you know. You know what I need to do? I need to get better stitching chisels. That's what I need to do. Like apparently you can get like really good stitching chisels, and these are probably like really shitty. Because they came with like a kit that I bought for 30 bucks. You know. Granted, I remember watching this video that Quarter put out. Come on. Oh, that's why this is fighting me. That Quarter put out about like how you can make a wallet at home using like just stuff you have around the house, and he used a fork for a stitching chisel, and I thought that was pretty funny. Like he didn't even sharpen it; he just like started hammering with it. And I was like, ah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Cut that close. I should have cut those two. Whatever. People would try to get in. Oh, you like as they turn the corner, you just like empty a magazine into them. Or shit, if they're that close, I guess you could just beat them to death with a rock or like a tool or something. Also, as I smack my microphone with the hammer. Cool, cool. Be careful. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, Kiwami, Japan. That dude makes knives out of like everything. It does feel like they're sort of cheating because like they'll use a lot of resin sometimes, right? Um, to bind everything, and it's just like, oh, well, if you're using resin, that's like that does feel like cheating, but also like he does cut the thing, so his videos are wild. His videos are wild. Put that back. I always gotta put the needles back. Always, always, always. Come on, Lego. Oh, bunch of loose threads. I believe these threads are polyester, by the way. They're synthetic, which is why they melt. Always gotta put away the shears. Anything sharp, you should always put away when you're done using. At least that's how I feel. But then again, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. All right, so there's a few things we got to do now. We're gonna glue this down here. Probably shouldn't have even made those marks. We're gonna glue this down there. We're gonna glue this here, and we're gonna trim all the way around. I don't even think we got to trim all the way around. Doesn't matter. But this is the gluing stage. It's like that level of Mega Man. Mega Man, Mega Man. My God. I'm surprised that Capcom hasn't gone back and tried to cash in on people's nostalgia by just releasing another Mega Man Legends game in the style of the old Mega Man Legends. You know? Like, it strikes me as weird. Okay, so that'll be visible. Okay. Gotta make sure I glue. Actually, I kind of shifted everything. I probably shouldn't have taken off the tape yet. Right, because this would be like there and there. I should move Bobby. Nah, he likes being there. Just a drop. Boop. Same thing on the other side, just a drop. What do they say? A dollop of Daisy? Hashtag not sponsored. Okay. Then we take this. I guess we gotta do it. See? Yeah, this was a mistake to make these overlap like that. Alright. Live and learn and then get loves. And we still have to re-bevel these edges. Alright. Didn't think it through. I'll readjust the pattern for next time. For version 3. Is that? Now, typically, you're not supposed to like glue this, or you don't have to, I should say. You could just do stitching. And I keep referencing Quarter. They're like the OG kind of. It was just this dude that like decided to make wallets, and like he would post on like Style Super Feature about like how he couldn't get this wallet in Japan, so he just made his own, and people were like contacting him like, dude, that looks awesome. Can I buy one? I've been to Super Feature, but I hear it's like one of those like really good fashion websites for fashion nerds on the internet, or it's a forum rather. Anyway, um, and that's how the business just started. And he realized at a certain point, like, he was losing money going to his day job because it was like, I can make wallets and earn $30 an hour doing that, or I could go to work and make like whatever, like $10 an hour. So it was just like, well, all right, I got my customer base. I guess goodbye retail. Hello business for myself, retail. And he just sort of like kind of fell into that, right? I don't have that customer base yet. I don't know if I'll ever have that customer base. I don't know if this will ever be anything more than just like me kind of like making cute things and then like, oh, I should be doing this on stream. Doing cute things that I like for myself, and then ultimately going like, nah, I can iterate on that. I can iterate on that. I can iterate on that. Right? So far, that's what it seems like, right? It just feels like it's just me iterating on things. But also, I'm trying to develop like my own style, you know. All right, so this is fine like this, and then we glue this to this along the edges, right? And then we stitch through this, the whole thing. Not the whole thing. I want the middle portion to be without stitches. The perfect murder weapon. You could also use what was it? Akin to ice, you could use like a frozen lamb hock, you know, like a nice lamb leg. They'll never. Then you fry it up, and then you cook it, and you when the police are looking, you're just like, hey, would you like some lamb? I'm making some lamb, and then they're all like, sure, sure. Oh, that smells real good, and you feed them the lamb. That's really the murder weapon, and then they'll be like, well, sorry for your time. It must be hard for you. What hard? Oh yes, yes, very much so. What happened? We're looking for your husband, ma'am. Oh, that's right. Where he's off to. Probably out boozing and whoring again. That's when you accidentally give away too much information. Uh, no, not your thighs. Damn it, Tofu, why do you keep bringing attention to your thighs? Is there something wrong with them? Where is he? I don't know. He's probably like very busy at work. He's usually here to go like, I'm here to run away from work. So it must be like important what he's doing. That should dry on that side while we work on the other thing, and then we're just gonna like actually shave off the edges, because like, yeah, see this, as much as I try to like make things 100% the right size and everything, even with the template, for whatever reason, sometimes it's just like weird little discrepancies. Um, we'll let that sit and cure. Make sure I get these in the right spot. Come here, you. Push that there. All right. I was also watching as, and like comparing like, oh geez, no, not that much, just a drop, just a dollop of Daisy. Hashtag not sponsored. Where's the other? I like how organized my workspace is. It's very organized. You can really tell where everything belongs. What is that? Okay, whatever. Where'd my, there you are. A little bit of light sanding, as you do. Okay. Yeah. Shit. This is why people use brushes. A delicate little line of it. I just want a delicate little line of it. Like that. This is why people use brushes and like, you know, reservoirs instead of like just straight out of a thing. I keep neglecting to order like the mug and shit. Hey, what's up, Simeon Soda? Would I like to go bowling? You missed it. We got the bad ending. We got the bad ending. I have another save. I think I could turn it around, but for all intents and purposes, the American dream is dead, cousin. We loved her, and her only crime was she loved us back. We were going to turn it all around. But no, we can't. Our kind cannot. We can never have the things that we want, cousin. We're doomed to be sad forever. Sad forever! I took revenge. That was the thing. I took the revenge. Even like on the phone call before, it sounds like she's like, "Yeah, you should take revenge. Come on. Why would you leave like loose threads and everything? You gotta do what you gotta do as a man." And he's just like, "All right, fine." Dimitri Dima. До свидания. Wait, you can't snipe with the shotguns, as I learned. Yeah. So that was a mistake. I think I still have a save from before then. And we might have like a mission or two to do before we can get there, and then go like, oh wait, take the deal. Listen to Roman. Roman has your best interest at heart. Cousin, you should always listen to your cousins. I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we did that. It was just so upsetting. It was just like, I guess she's dead now. Fuck me. Like, as it happened, it was just like, I guess bowling is forever. Bowling has never let me down. In my entire actual IRL life, it's just like, yeah, you can always go bowling, but you can't unsuck this dick. Wait, what? But yeah, it happened like last stream, and it was like almost perfect timing because I was like, all right, I guess this will be the last mission. And then like it just sort of happened. I was like, oh, I guess the American dream is fucking over. Uh, This is why. This is why other countries don't respect us. There's all these goddamn shootouts. Either way, how are you doing, Simeon Soda? I've been meaning to ask if you're still over there and on the island, or if you have ascended yet. Is it right to call it ascending? Yeah, kind of like a phoenix out of the ashes, right? Okay. Perfect. Just hammer that down. Make the neighbors wonder what the fuck's going on with this kid. Upstairs. All right, so we have most of the wallet done. Now, we do have to do the stitching, and we have to do the edges. And by the edges, I mean, like, I'm literally going to shave off the edges. Here, I'm going to just cut it straight down. Mainly so that I get, like, a nice clean edge, but I do want this to set a little, right? The good thing about this type of glue, though, is that it sets very quickly. No, edges, not edging. No, no, Tofu, we're not edging today. Why do you always want to edge? Ever since we were little kids, you were always like, let's go edging, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Also, my Summer's been, like, under the blankets this entire time. Like, she was like, I want to go into the Yankees, and I was like, okay. I lifted it up, I just tossed it on top of her. She just lied down. She's been there this whole stream. How long have we been at it? An hour, and she's just been like, yeah, cute little girl. All right, push that down a little bit. Let me clear this actually, and clear the space first so that I can, like, do this properly and better, right? In fact, let me get rid of all these patterns things. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna put this away because that's sharp. You know, I like to be able to see where this is going. There we go. I'm gonna clear these shavings. I'll be right back. And these loose threads. Again, we'll be right back. Barely notice that I'm gone. Ah, scheisse. Ah! Pick it up. You must have. I mean, she's probably sleeping. I have to imagine she's sleeping under there. It's like... I also have to imagine that she snores and I just can't hear it because they don't speak traditional English. Okay, so very important. This is not a card pocket, but does a card go in there? Yes. Does a card go in here? This is glued? Yes. Does a card go in here? Perfect. Now that I said something, she got up. Hi, Summer. How was your nap? What am I doing? What does it look like? Fine. All right. She got up. She got up. She got up. I had to say something. I had to say something. This is my own fault. This is my own goddamn fault. All right, so where are we? This, I'm gonna cut off like a very small amount on the edge, just enough really to like give us a nice clean edge. Actually, I should do these two sides first because these should be the easier ones. I know, very typical cat. Now she's cleaning her butt. She wants everybody to know that she's cleaning her butt. What's that you don't want them to know? Oh, I already told them. She's cleaning her butt. I'm the worst. I'm the worst cat dead. Should I have stropped this first? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's a pretty nice edge. I do like that. It looks like a nice stacked heel. Anyway, I'm gonna use this to make sure that the opposite side is, what's the matter, Summer? Fairly straight. What's the matter, baby girl? I should move this. This shouldn't be here. Why? What's the matter? She's complaining at me again. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but when cats complain... What? What do you want? Oh. Look at this baby. What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? No, no, no. You wanted attention. What do you want? You getting me hugs? Huh? You know, you can't escape these hugs. What do you want? Hmm? How was your nap? How was your nap? How was your nap? You already regret getting up? Yeah? Yeah? I'm not bullying the cat, I swear. She gotta learn. If she wants attention, that's what she gonna get. Ya heard? Okay. So, if I do it from there, that's like a little too close, I think. And try to use like the midpoint? Yeah. That's okay. I probably should not do this while the cat is in my lap, but we're going for it. And there's probably easier ways to do this with like industrial machines. She jumped out of my lap. That's why I stopped. I was like, what if she's gonna do something stupid? She's a cat. Cats do stupid shit all the time. All right. Perfect. So those are right angles, and these can be right angles. Messages? Oh, okay. I should probably tell my buddy. I gotta get off at like 4:30, by the way. So we got 2 hours. I might even have time to do a Vampire Survivor run. Or two. We'll see, right? Anybody have any fun weekend plans, though? I will be having dinner with my mom tomorrow, so we're gonna have an early stream tomorrow, too. Why should be doing this from the other side, actually? Really should be doing this from the other side. Now that I'm thinking about it. Clear? Clear. All right. I might have to clean up the other side yet. That is a little off there. Oh, shit. What did I just do? I know what I need to do. I need to do this at an angle. At an angle? At an angle, you'll say? This is where I screw up everything. I definitely should have done it from the other side, by the way. In retrospect. Okay. We will sand that down. I think that that's fine. Now that we've done that, we can do this side. And this is this side we should have done it the first time round on, but I'm stupid. Hold on. Let me increase the light here. I know this is going to make me look more washed out, but whatever. Ah! This whole thing just like rotated. Okay, very good, very good. I know what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I need light here, actually. That's still on screen? Okay, good. Hey, what's up, Chuck? How you doing? How was your pizza tower? Did you finish the whole pizza tower? Or do you still have more to eat? I don't know how that works. To be honest. This can't be right. Is it crooked? I can't need to cut. That's not right. Is that really it? I'm not cutting there. Like here. Yeah, that's the line, right? You still have 2 more floors and then speed run time. Oh, that's right, because you were telling me that game is meant to be speed run. I can't do speed runs. I'm so bad. It's like I get nervous whenever there's like a timer involved. I can't imagine like actively trying to do a speed run. You know what I mean? Okay. From there. This is not illuminated in the right position. Hey, what's up, Walsh? Andre Samasco, thank you for becoming a dickhead. How's it going, Walsh? You feel it? I mean, like, it's just me. It's just me. And you know how stressed out I get from playing video games. I don't know if you know how stressed out I get. But I get pretty stressed when I play video games. Andre, welcome aboard. Thank you for becoming a dick. Shit. This is supposed to be... Ah, shit. Oh, no, it's not. That's not supposed to be. Okay. That's supposed to be. All right. My cat is about to yell at me. I'm just trying to... Summer, no. I'm just trying to get ready for that sort of thing. Because she will yell at me. What's the matter, baby girl? Are you hungry again? Do I gotta feed you again? Didn't they tell me you don't need to eat past a certain age, Summer? I'm kidding. I better feed her. Otherwise she's gonna constantly interrupt my concentration. Let me take a few minutes. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, I forgot to drink my coffee too. Alright, I'll be right back. I promise. Shall return moment. I know. Give me a minute. Otherwise, you get away. Okay? Give me a minute. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. She's a pain in the butt. She always will be. Used to speedrun. You're planning on streaming more Metroid later. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I only played it. I played it on the GameCube. I played it a few times. I remember the last couple of times though. I think I played it too much because like when I get bored of a thing, I get bored of a thing. You know what I mean? And that's the 1/4 inch. No, wait, hold on. It's about a 1/4 inch. So we want this to be also about a 1/4 inch. There. Right? Hold on. Hold on. I hate the tiny markings. It's supposed to be like 1/4 of an inch. So let's make that a 1/4 of an inch from there. It's gonna be really tight then. Sorry, trying to dimension this. This thing's in the way, that's why. This is warmer than I thought it would be for LED. Okay, put that there. So like, how did they remaster it? Like, did they do any of the textures all over again? Is it like just achievements? Or is it just like better FPS? I feel like better FPS is just sort of like a lazy remaster though, you know? Oh, that's right. I should be marking things. Duh. Duh. Come here, all. Okay. From there to there. That seems a bit wide, no? Oh, no, that's from there to there. Alright, shit. Make sure this is all squared off. You know what they say? Fucking YOLO. I haven't closed my knife this whole time, too, and I really should have. I know what you're thinking. The ring light's not helping us see. It's not for you guys, it's for me. Okay. Alright, get this knife without knocking over anything. That it? That's it. Molto bene. Okay. A little off. It's supposed to round these corners now, which is a problem. Where's my pattern? supposed to be based on this too. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Okay, so let's move this here. Let's reset everything. I don't think this is the proper way to do this, by the way. I need to like get better at my skills for cutting things into things. Improved FPS, okay. Textures, yes. Small things like Sam's eyes following where she's pointing. Oh, that's yeah, in the HUD, right? Like in the reflection. That's kind of cool. Super remastered. That's kind of cool. I remember like her eyes, like not really seeing much of them, right? Like or much detail. Like I don't even remember them being textured back in the day. You know, they're just sort of like the shape of them. All right, Tales of Symphonia. Oh man. The only reason why I know I wouldn't enjoy that is because I played through that game like 4 times. I'm all symphonied out, if that makes any sense. John, you enjoy though. I tried to like one of the newer ones and I couldn't. It was like Tales of Berseria, and every time I tried to play any of it, it was just like, this is bad. I found myself constantly going like, I don't care about these characters. And also, like, why is everything so fucking weird? And I know that there's like sort of a, I don't know if it's new, but it's more obvious now when like characters are meant to be like waifu types, right? Maybe I missed it when I was like younger, but now it's just like, my god, like I get it. That person's like your tsundere, and that person's your okay, this is a little bit smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Let me make sure these cards still fit. All right, so cards don't actually go in there. They go here. Yep. The stop is working there, and they go here. Yep. Okay, perfect. Maybe I should just use this as a thing to mark off how the edge is supposed to be. Where's my pen? I have like all these songs stuck in my head of like J-pop right now, and it's just like it's almost unbearable. I was listening to a lot of Scandal last night. They're a band. They're very popular. You've probably heard them actually. They did 2 openings for Bleach. 2 of the opening songs for Bleach. They did Shoujo S and they did I think it's Harukaze. Might just be Haruka. But yeah. They did 2 of the openings for Bleach. The first one was by what's it called? Who were they by? Or Orange Range? No, Asterisk. No, that's the name of the song. Asterisk is the song. I think it's by Orange Range. Okay. Have to sand that down later. Okay. But either way, like if you cared about Bleach at all, you probably know them. I think Shoujo S is the better of the 2 songs that they used for openers. Right, but you know, just my own opinion. Tofu, so you planning on doing another 24-hour stream tonight or no? Okay, there we go. All right, let me sand those down. I should probably use higher grit sandpaper. I also don't know where that swatch went. There it is. And the sanding is just to like soften the edges because I did only do like quick corners, right? Uh-oh. Oh, I see that you messaged me, Tofu. Okay. I'll check it later. Unless that was a response to whether or not you're doing a 24-hour stream. Which, that's a joke. Hey, what's up, Karina? Welcome back. How you doing? How was your week? You got any, I should be doing this against the, I should close the knife. Lots of things that I need to do, right? I should close the knife. I should be doing this against the table, right? So that I get like a better, like, surface, you know? You know, this, what's a shame about this, I'm going to say this right now. No, actually, let me finish sanding first. I didn't finish sanding, but let me say this right now. Oh, nice. Are you gonna do wood burning on stream, or what are you planning about making things that are useful? I try to, right? I'm making a wallet right now. I'm planning on like actually using this soon. Actually, I want to make a wallet for myself. I want to see how I feel about this type of wallet though. It's a little bit wider, but I wanted to like reduce bulk. So, oh, what I was gonna say is, it's a shame that I have to do stitching around here, but this isn't only held by a little bit of glue. So like I need to stitch this because otherwise it'll fall apart. But it's a shame because it looks so much better. It looks so much better um without the stitching right now. At least I think so, but I think it'll look more rustic with stitching. Well, the thing about that, right, Karina, is that like I want to make things that I find useful for myself, right? But there's nothing wrong with producing art for the sake of art, right? Right? You know what I mean? I just think that like especially well, I guess people produced things that were useful for like millions and millions of years simply because like you couldn't not do it. And artisanry only came from the fact that like some of those crafts people would like had their own little flair to things, right? It's just like, oh, I like how this looks, I'm gonna do it this way, right? Or I like how this looks, I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I mean? I think that that's like ultimately what happens. And like realistically, the more that you work on your own art, the more you get to like learn like, all right, so this is what I like to do. This is what I want to do with this, you know? And when you're making your own product, you should make what you like. Otherwise, you're not going to like what you're doing, you know? See, that's the thing, yeah. Yeah. I like I like where this is going, right? Um I think I'm if I can finish this in time, I might even use this tonight, you know? I might transfer all of my cards and everything to this and use this as my wallet tonight. Um, not that my current wallet is broken or anything. It's just like, you know, I kind of like how this looks, you know, and I do want to like use a thing that I made, right? Let me do these edges and make sure that this is properly sharp. We're gonna strop ever so slightly. Okay. So these corners are going to be a little bit of a bastard, but still did it. I think the glue might make this a little soft, but no, actually not bad. When I was working last night, I was working like super duper fast, and as a result, like certain things were still soft from the glue. Come on. So what are you planning on wood burning today? Also, do you only stream on Fridays? Because that would explain why I haven't seen you stream. I'm sorry. Like usually I stream later into the evenings and Fridays. Like it's just sort of like the evening stream, and then like afterwards I just like kind of hang around and everything in like other people's chats, but like it's more of like a lurking situation, you know what I mean? Um Tonight I'm actually leaving early to go see a movie with a buddy, so I'm like on early. Okay. I think it's sometimes kind of hard, right, to set up for a proper like production stream. I don't have like a studio space that I like is permanent. Like every time I want to stream myself doing Leathercraft, I set this up again, right? Like this is a folding table that I'm working on next to my computer desk, which isn't like it's not the greatest, but it's mine. Used to stream games. Okay, you could still stream games if you like playing games on stream. You know, like occasionally I stream. Not occasionally. I mostly stream games. Actually, I'm gonna say that right now. Uh-oh. Why'd my screen go? Oh. I don't know what's going on with the wires back there. Sometimes it just blanks itself. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with still streaming games. You know, especially if you like games. I primarily stream games. These Leathercraft streams are actually like the outlier. It's just a thing that I like. It's a hobby that I like, that I want to like show people. I want to share with people. I want to get people to understand like this is a thing, right, that I enjoy. I think it's fun. I think other people could like too. Ooh, not enough glue there, but that doesn't matter because we will be stitching this. Haha. I fully expect myself to screw up the the channel that I'm about to have to draw in or put into this. There we go. Okay. Got those edges all over there. Hold fast, nations at war. Leaderboard, humble brag. Ooh, nice. And it's no, it's a super toxic community. Ugh, 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 ugh. That's why I don't play anything that's like too competitive. Because one, I get super salty. Like I know I do. I get salty on like baby games. Like God, these guys. Some of these guys saw me play um Donkey Kong Country for the first time on stream, and that game pissed me off. It pissed me off so much. But I will say this, right? Sometimes, right, people enjoy watching the salt levels rise. They're just like, ah. The other day I was watching a friend play Apex, and she was like, I don't normally play Apex on stream. It was like, cool. And then like she started cursing, and it was just like she's usually like the sweetest person to watch her like just let loose a string of expletives. I was just like, whoa, whoa, what happened there? What happened there? What did I just miss? You know, it was just like it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. She understood it was funny. It was just like woo, woo, somebody somebody's somebody's getting into it, huh? But I personally I can't play those games. I mean, I suck at FPS games anyway, you know. Your audience got kind of mean though. Oh no. Oh, that makes sense then. If your audience is like, first of all, if your audience is being like bad, one, and there's nothing wrong with this, you got to lay down the law, right? It's your channel, you're responsible for chat, right? And that includes like the content of chat. And I know that like that's usually something that TOS will try to use against you if they need to like issue a ban to the channel. It's just like, oh yeah, somebody said something, you're responsible for what they said. But also like you got to foster that community and you got to like lay down the laws. And I know that like sometimes it's hard to be like to stand up for yourself, but sometimes you have to be like, dude, if you don't stop fucking saying that, I am going to fucking ban you. I do not give a shit. You know? Sometimes you have to do that. You know? I mean, technically, timing out people is probably nicer than banning. They're both like somewhat insulting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually, timing somebody out will essentially cause somebody to like just like never come back. But whatever. Like, if they're being an asshole, you don't want them there anyway. You know? Oh God. You mean wait? You mean like Oh, did you have like one of those TTV channel names? Or not names? In-game names? Because I never do that because I don't want people to know if I'm streaming the game. Oh, that feels so good when these things are properly sharpened. Oh, just like butter. I would never do that. But like also, and I think that's like every FPS game, and I'm so sorry that that happens to you because like, ugh, people are assholes out there. Um, fuck. What was I watching? It was actually something that a buddy of mine shared on Twitter to bring more attention to it because like somebody was playing like I think it was Call of Duty, and like these people that she was playing against like realized that this girl was streaming, and they're like, oh, let's all they use the R word, you know, and it's just like I'm not gonna say it out loud because it can be triggering for some people, and they're like, yeah, let's her, and it was just like, and like she's streaming, she has this all on tape, she's filming this all, and it's just like, my god, like one at the end she does end up beating the shit out of them, but also like I hope she reported them, and like she did like share the video, and like you know like they're trying to get that around because like those people should not be allowed to play this fucking game because that is like toxic shit, you know, and like you shouldn't have to put up with that, she shouldn't have to put up with that, you know, just because like you know some people are like disgusting assholes, you know. Is this already getting like not sharp enough? Oh god. That's disgusting actually. That you have to do it 3 times, right? Like that's already kind of like I don't like that you have to do it 3 times. I know that some people don't even like have voice chat on simply because like they're a girl. And the moment you have voice chat on as a girl, somebody will say something fucking stupid, right? And I don't know how anybody could play this game now. See, like, if that's typical, right? I don't know how people end up sticking around for the game to even have an audience. Because it's just like, if there's a lot of racists, then people, I would say, like, should move on, but also, like, ugh, I don't know. I hate when people are forced to put up with shit that they didn't sign up for simply because, like, somebody else on the internet thinks that the internet is just like solely a place for them to be like abusive to strangers, you know, wholesale, right? And there's tons of that. There's tons of that. Shit. I mean, like I've been on anonymous message boards long enough to know that like people just like go on the internet just to, like, you know, say things to piss other people off, you know, right? And it's just like, ugh. Oh, that feels so good. When it goes off like that, oh, it feels so good. What? Oh God. They actually like would change their name to that? That's I mean, at that point, that's just like weird and petty and gross and disgusting. And yeah, you're right. They do need, you know what it is? They actually probably just need to be, they need to learn respect for like other people, right? Which like a lot of people don't have because it's the internet, you know? And it's just like, I don't know. It's like we're all here to have a good time. I don't understand why you think having a good time involves like demeaning somebody in such a weird way. And I don't know if it's just like it's just because I mean I do know it's just because they're immature boys, um, and like it's funny because like there have been times where somehow like other do I do this now? I think I do this now. other content creators like somehow managed to get like these boys contact information, doxing them in a way, and then like contacting like their mother or their guardian, and it's just like, holy shit, he said what? You know? No, that's not gonna fly. I'm gonna talk to him right now, and you just like those kids just like it's just like you can kind of like hear them getting a whooping from here, and it's just like I don't listen, I advocate therapy and I don't advocate child abuse, but like also sometimes you could tell, like, especially when they're like those little shitheads that like feel the need to spew vitriol on the internet just solely because like they're insecure with themselves, or maybe they just like think that it's cool. Oh, there's something so satisfying about it. There's something so satisfying about it, and it's just like, well, maybe that'll teach them not to like talk shit to women like that, you know. So how do I do this? There's a stitch line that has to go all the way through here, right? I don't think I want to try to attempt the rounded stitch. I think I'm going to try not to do the rounded stitch. I think I'm just going to try to do the and then I think it's easier to mark the back actually. Okay. Maybe better if I actually do it like that. I'm glad you enjoy it. I wasn't even sure if there's like actually if anybody would actually care to like see this, to be perfectly honest. And then like it's just like, well, other people do stuff like this. Go for it. Just fucking go for it. Just do it. You know, I had to Shia LaBeouf myself. These lines are a little shaky, but they're teaching me stuff. My personality is kind of bad. I don't know. I think my personality kind of sucks, but you know, it's good to hear it from people. Thank you. Ah, shit. This wing divider. Listen, this will buff out. This is all gonna buff out, but like, my God, I'm not used to using this thing. I am not used to using this thing at all. Okay, hold on. That's actually jumping. I am not used to using this thing. That'll all buff out. It'll all buff out. I promise. I don't know if it'll buff out. All right, so hold on. We got to make that mark here too, because those have to come along to this side. Which means, where's my punch board? Got it. One. And it's really just a piece of leather. And I should actually glue another sheet of leather to the back of this to like double it up. And where's my punchy hole? Chisels. Where's my chisels? They're called chisels. I should be talking to the microphone. They're called chisels. Chisels. And do the 4. So I want to have one there. Hopefully this is right. Oh God, ow. Hold on. Before I do anything. Am I gonna have enough room? It might be a little tight. Let me see what the other side looks like. Is this tightened? Okay. There should be enough room there. There should be enough room there for one card. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Zooty? How's your ankle? This is going okay, kinda, maybe? We'll see. Want to do... Actually, I should do the channel. God, I hate doing the channel, by the way. By the way, I tried to say I'll be there. And I don't know if I should freehand this. I probably shouldn't, but I think we're going to have to. Waiting for... Do I need to do the channel here? I do have to do the channel here. All right, so hold on. Stitch is out next week. Okay, all right. That's kind of good, right? Casting taken off today. They said it's healing good. Nice. Did they say anything about PT, physical therapy? I'm assuming like getting around's been kind of a pain in the butt. You know, now that you have a new hardware, we can call you a cyborg, though. Right? You're a cyborg, dude. We can call you the zooted cyborg. Actually, it's kind of cool. It kind of has like a nice ring to it. Is that the right spot? That is the right spot. All right, so tighten that super tight. All right. All right. That's there. Hopefully this matches up with that. 10 to 12 weeks of non-weight bearing. Okay. Wait, 10 to 12 weeks. Has it been 10 to 12 weeks already? All my stuff is falling all over the place. All right, let me put this here. I'll put this here. There, like there. I don't want these things to roll off the desk because I don't know if I'll ever see them again. All right, so that's through, right? Yeah, that is through, and it does match up with the line that I drew over there, so that works out. I probably shouldn't have done that. Actually, now that I think about it, no, I needed the hole there because I need to. Okay. Oh, I should do the line thing here. Oh, God. Okay. Perfect. Sort of. Oh God. Oh God. Is it scary looking? Is it scary looking? I hope it's not that bad. Although you'll have like a cool scar for later. You know what they say, man, chicks dig scars. I don't know if that's true actually. Oh, I think I went a little crooked there. Get out of there. Get out of there. See? 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 Working, Zoot. Oh, jeez. Screwed that up. I already screwed that up. Also, this is becoming more pronounced over here. Let me see if I can cut that out. I should be using the, well, I should buy another one of these. I can scrape that out. No one needs to see that. No one needs to see that. Those weird production marks. Uh-oh. There we go. It just has to be very hollow. It's so this line is actually to this groove is actually so that the thread has some place to sort of like nest into. And I want to put another one on the back side, so let's follow this line actually. This is where I fuck it up, isn't it? Here we go. I think this needs to be propped up by something. I'm so nervous about this. Because if I screw this up, it screws up like the entire piece. Can I? Are we clogged? Shit. This is looking a little jagged. Hold on. I feel like we're a little clogged here. Yep. Let me take this out of here. We're gonna sand sponge it. to get a little bit of a better edge there. I think I need to get another one of these. I've been looking into like getting all new tools because like the more I do this, the more it's just like, ooh, we need a better one of those. You know? It's a little smoother now. There was like a little bit of a burr. That's why I was like, is that not going to work now? That's not good. I need that to work. Also, let me back this up here. Okay, so. Fuck. Why is it? This is so soft. I didn't realize the leather that I'm using on this side is so soft. Okay. Gotta be very... Hey, I got you. Thank you, Zooty. I don't know if I'm getting good. What's up, Game Trickster? I feel like I'm constantly just, like, trying not to screw up. Like, this is all jagged and shit. I hope that it becomes less apparent as I, what's it called? Do the stitching. Time is it 3:30? No time for what's it called? Vampire Survivors. Oh god, that game. When I first installed it, my god, I had a problem. That I should probably actually mark where I should stop this. That might be smart, right? I'm not smart. I don't know. I don't know, Karina. I think it's gonna look like kind of scuffed, but it's gonna look like a thing that I made early on, and that's fine too, right? Um, so I'm using the grid on the mat. You should always like trust your grid because the grid is like perfect. This grid is always gonna be perfect. So it's a good place to like get to dimension things off of. Right? So this is like roughly here. Right? So I'm assuming I can make a mark here. We'll take that to that. I don't know how to feel about this now. Flip this out. There we go. Ah, just groove. Perfect. That's fine. That's fine. We did enough grooving today. We did enough grooving. That's enough grooving. Oh god, this is all crooked here too. Ah! I'm really hoping that it just gets covered up by the stitch work. So let's find out if it does. Let's do some actual stitch work. Let's see. It should be there. Hopefully this all lines up, right? So I gotta say this. Hopefully this lines up because I can't see the other side. There's a lot of like wing and a prayer shit here. These should not be standing. It's gonna fall. Did that go through? It did go through. Okay. All right, so it's kind of going to that groove. I know. We're trying. We're trying. He said, half sobbing, half sobbing. Game Trickster, how's your week? Half sobbing. Okay, that went through. Perfect. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this over to here. Because I don't want that to be so close to the edge of that, because I'm afraid that that'll tear. Let's bring this over to here. We can always make this a little bit longer. Now, this is the thickest part of the leather, So this is probably going to be the hardest part to punch through. It also has the most layers of glue. And we did it. All right. Molto bene. Also the hardest to pull the thing out. But that's another point entirely. Once you get through there, we're fine. We're perfect. All right. Take this to, actually, I'm going to do this here. Oh, I got a text message. Because we want this corner to be on the corner. So I'm going to actually take this to here. And there might just be like a longer thing there. That's fine. I think ultimately we won't notice it. I do need to go through this with my awl though. And like just punch through these holes again. But I think it should be fine after that. This whole thing though is reminding me of this fighting game called Groove on Fight, which I've never played. But I've seen video of it on the internet. Why? Because we're working with a groove. Ah, shit, that's a little off. Whatever. Whatever. It'll be fine. This is, I think, why... Hey, Ron Hill, thank you for becoming a dickhead. This is why I think you never see people try to do the groove on this side and the outside. Usually it's like one or the other. And it usually is where there's the most amount of friction because you want the thread to be recessed so that there's less friction on it. I shouldn't pull that out just yet. Make sure that that's through. Perfect. If it pulls up the leather behind it or underneath it, I should actually double this up just in case. Then we're fine. It is going through those though. We're kind of getting lucky, I feel. I'll take luck. I'll take luck. Better lucky than good. Mathematically, it should work out, right? Like if the offset is the same distance all around, right? Then it should mathematically work out. But, you know, in practice, these things never fully work out the way you want them to. There's something to be said about the best laid plans, right? Lego, Lego, Lego. You son of a... I swear to God. I do think, though, I'm going to try to finish this in like an hour. I think in a week, we're going to try to get the good ending in Grand Theft Auto 4 rather, by the way. Nico deserves better. Our boy Nico. American dream is not over. In America, they have these things called saves. You make multiple saves just in case. So thankfully, we have multiple saves. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're gonna fix it, and we're gonna go right off into the sunset with our cousin and go bowling forever. Right. See, you know what? I'm just gonna do this like this here, because that's not gonna quite match up there to this corner. But we're just gonna do this from here, because no one's gonna notice that bit of difference in it. God damn it. Okay. Should actually do this part from here, because we want to mimic what's going on here with this placement, because we wanted this to kind of go through there, right? If that makes any sense. Actually, to this to go through there, so that the stitch continues to the top of there. I don't think it'll create any stressors or any stressful portions, but like we want to do the same thing on this side. It's mainly, I think, to help better secure this piece here, and I'm not realizing that like this is so washed out Hey, Maki. How you doing? How's everything going, Maki? Maki. Have you? You did a stream earlier and I totally missed it because it was like super early for me. I'm sorry. Not earlier today. I think it was like earlier this week. This one didn't go all the way through there. The softest pot. Okay. Just got to make sure we go all the way through that. This we do that from there. So actually, yeah, we use this first here. And we just try to wing it a prayer this one. There we go. It's through there. Okay, perfect. I feel like we're pulling out the glue every time I hammer something in, by the way. Doggo sim. Wait, there's a dog sim? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, right? We already have cat sim in the form of Stray. I'm doing okay. I'm doing a thing that I did yesterday that went poorly because I did the dimensions ever so slightly wrong. Yeah, I made one of these like yesterday, and it's a little bit small, called Dog Island. Wait, so is it? Drop my card. Is it a simulation of being a dog or owning a dog? What is it a simulation of? Thank you for doing the shout out. I think that's you, Tofu, right? It's got to be Tofu. I think the only person who I gave moderator and Tofu, please. That's right. I'm sorry. You don't have to do shout outs. You know that, right, Tofu? Like, I will handle them in the blocks. That way, it's easier for me to edit the VODs. I don't want people to feel like they need to do work. You know what I mean? Oh, I guess that's not the first time I've been called a dog this week, Maki. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Do you get extra points for sniffing other dogs' butts? I don't know if that's a joke. Do you get extra points for sniffing other dogs' butts? No, you can bark to scare bears, snakes, and boars. Huh. I wonder if there goes my thing. I wonder if those things would get scared if you barked at them. I know that bears really only respect size. I think the stitching on this side is going to be a little crooked. Looks like it's going to be a little crooky. Little crooky, but that's okay. Doing it from this side. Gonna widen these holes a little bit from this side. You know, sometimes you gotta punch in through the other side. You gotta widen them out from this. I don't know where this joke is going. Please stop me. I also should be doing this on a flatter surface and not that. I could do this on here. And then I think we're gonna be ready to stitch this through. And I think we chose the gold thread. Once Upon a Forest. It's on the Wii. Wait, you're playing a Wii game? Are you emulating it, or are you game using a cap card? How you doing that? I never owned a Wii. Did this not go through? This didn't go through. There should be a hole here. We can fix that. I have a single punch. Ooh. I've been wanting to get what's it called? A converter? I think they're called converters. The RCA converters. That's crooked. Cool. The genius. All right, whatever. Little crookedness never hurt no one. It's just not gonna follow the groove that we made. That's all. It's fine. Some of it's gonna be recessed. Some of it's not. It's always hard to do like a best fit line on both sides, and I think that that's something that like has to come with like experience. And gorilla, fucking gorillas. I hate gorillas. Oh my god. Ever since Donkey Kong Country, I just absolutely hate gorillas. I'm sorry. They put me in a mood. They put me in a fucking. I'm kidding. Text. Okay. They put me in a fucking mood, and I hate gorillas. Um, that's partially an act and partially like I have PTSD from Donkey Kong Country. I just. Where's my snippers? They have to be like someplace close. I know if they're around. And my threads act. I don't know. Threads, my needles. My needles. I shouldn't brandish these, right? What if I accidentally cut a wire? What if I accidentally cut a wire? I shouldn't brandish. Guys, be safe with your tools, and they will treat you well. I should cut that a little bit sharper. Okay. Thought I heard movement. The cat shouldn't be in the room right now. Because she was a bad girl. I had to shoo her away. Can't be chewing on plastic. Can't be chewing on that plastic. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Okay. This is a long ass thread. I don't know if I made this too long. The problem with longer threads and in general is that like you have to thread more, which I know, duh, but you'll see what I mean in a second. Needle through there. Needle through there. I love that I found out about how to do this without knots because it's so much better. It's so much slicker. It's so much easier to do it this way. You know? Ah, I got you, Zooty. Thank you. Water bottle fell. So Zoot, the other day you returned to streaming. How has it been streaming with the ankle the way that it is? Let's do it from this side. We pull both through in different separate holes. I can't imagine it's like pleasant to sit still for so long. Oh god, this is so long. This is so long. Okay. Some of this might not. You just have to take breaks. That's fair. I gotta remember to like take more breaks. Sometimes I just like I set in and then like I'm just sitting there for like an hour on it, hours on end, going like, all right, well, let's do that again. Different cam angle to keep propped up. Oh, do you have to like elevate the angle all the time, or is there like is it like a thing there with keeping it out of frame or just like being able to sit more comfortably? See, this thread is so long, but we're gonna need it long because we have to go all the way around here, and I don't want to like have to use a second thread. Pull that through. Put that there. Put that down. Hold it tight. Oh, okay. I was never great at like reducing swelling when I had like any swelling anywhere, right? Like my right hand was effed up once when I punched a wall because I used to have anger issues. I still do, but I see a therapist for them. And guys, if you don't see a therapist, you should consider it. It's very good. Very good. Very good. Molto bene, as they say. Um but like they would tell me like, oh yeah, put ice on it. And it's just like this is not helping. This is not doing anything. Like my swelling isn't immediately going down. It's like it's not supposed to go like away forever. It's just supposed to like decrease it. Oh. Well, screw you. I want perfect results all the time. What else? I guess that makes sense though, you know? Because like the swelling is like the most uncomfortable part of it. The swelling kind of pushes things around. And I know it's like sort of the body's response to trauma is like, you know, swelling so that like I think it's really there to prevent. I might be wrong about this. I think it's there. I think the body swells up to prevent like additional trauma, right? It's just like sort of like, oh no, we did break that. Oh, that's so bad. All right. I was trying to avoid that. I was trying to avoid breaking that. Hopefully that won't show up. All right. I was trying to avoid breaking this here. But you know what? It might not even show up because we're going to throw it down. You smoke for your anger issues. That's fair. Toast recommended this place to get edibles. So I have edibles for the first time. And I've tried them once. I don't know how I feel about the first time because I didn't know what to expect. And so it's just like, hmm. Like I remember being like draggy and that was it. And like things tasted funny for a little bit. I'm gonna try one later today. I'm gonna go see Quantumania with a friend. I hope I don't freak out at the theater. I'm gonna go see Quantumania, and I hope I do not freak out at the theater and go like, "What the fuck is going on? Why are they so small?" Hey, that Kang guy, wasn't he somebody else in that other fucking movie? The guy who plays Kang, he plays somebody else. In one of the other Marvel series is. So it's kind of confusing. I don't know what it is. So like I guess it's not confusing for me, but it might be for somebody else. I've heard that like that they both like relax your muscles and help with pain, and I've heard that CBD helps with pain too. Personally, like I usually just bear with pain. You know what I mean? When I had my shoulder surgery, I was just like, I know that this is gonna hurt. I actually got yelled at by one of the nurses. Oh, that sucks, Karina. I'm sorry. When I had my shoulder surgery, they called me up to follow up on like, you know, my aftercare and everything. And they told me, they asked me like, "Are you taking the pain medication?" I was like, "Nah, that shit sucks, bruh." And they're like, "You have to take the pain medication, otherwise you won't be able." They yelled at me on the phone, and I was just like, "All right, fine, chill." So I took the pain medication. Worst decision in my life. That stuff, it was opioid based, and like, but like not the good kind of opioid based, right? So like it came with side effects such as constipation and intense nausea, and I'm just like, what the shit is this? They gave me Dramamine for the nausea, and for constipation they were just like, drink a lot of water, good luck. Woo! I don't remember. I don't think it's tramadol. That doesn't sound familiar, but it was bad. And I took it like the one time, and it was like, and it made me sleep until like 3 in the afternoon, which is not what I wanted to do. So I just never took it again. I was just like, if they ask me again, I'll just say I did. Just fucking terrible shit, you know? These edibles haven't done that to me though, thankfully. Although Toast was like, make sure you can like access a bathroom just in case. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, it might make you go, really? Like, yeah, the muscles relax. Your balls are there's the muscles there. Are there? All right, cool. Oh god, maybe it was oxycodone. Because that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. But yeah, the pain medication that they will prescribe for you, holy shit, those things are terrible. Like prescription pain medication's like bad. I don't even know why they even try to give that to people anymore. It feels like we should, as a people, like know better. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is bad. Ooh, liquid coating. I guess that's good for like direct. Does it have to directly touch the tonsils? Because it feels like that would like directly, hit it, especially if it was like a spray, right? I like real talk, I would not like any of that stuff. I feel like it's too strong, one. Two, you hear about people getting like addicted to like prescription painkillers, and I wouldn't want to be addicted to prescription painkillers because that's like, one, the pharmaceutical companies want you to be because they want you to need that stuff forever. So that they're essentially drug dealers. But also like two, like that stuff's super strong, And my God, like I think the only reason why they're not legalizing weed like they should be, although it is kind of legal. Like I'm in New York, it's legal in New York, but like on the federal level, it's not. So it's one of those weird things where it's like good luck. You can have it, but stay away from stadies. I don't think we have enough thread. So this is what's called a saddle stitch. And the reason why it's called a saddle stitch is because this is how they used to stitch up saddles, because it's an easy stitch to like repair on the field, right? If any of these threads became loose, you could just like re-knot them, and you'd be good, and you'd be good enough to like get home or get to wherever you were going to get like a real full restitch, right? It's just simple in and out. It's simple in and out. You used to take them a fair bit when you were younger. Oh no. That stuff's just like all of it just seems real bad. I don't know. I'm very new to like any controlled anything, right? Like these are my first edibles. This is my first time with like any THC, Like I had a friend who was like, "You should try this here." And they tried to and I would have tried it except I didn't know how to smoke, so like the entire time I'm just coughing. I'm just like this is not working. I'm just coughing. Thankfully COVID wasn't a thing back then, otherwise would have all died. But yeah, like I'm just like coughing, choking on this stuff because I don't know how to smoke and it's going like right into my stomach. I like no one taught me how to smoke, guys. So, hey, when you're young, right? I mean, listen, I'm very awkward all the time. I don't know. It doesn't come across here because like there's a very big there's a disconnect. I have like, you know, we're very far from one another. If it's like thankfully the microphone's not picking up on it, but like I constantly just fart. I'm just like right now going like I'm working on a Christmas musical actually. Just with my butt, just like I have a medically um um fascinating bowel is what they told me at the medical complex when they were studying to try to figure out like why is he farting so much? He hasn't eaten anything in 3 days. There's nothing to be farting from. Why is he doing it? And then it's just like they had to release me because like they can't just like keep you there all day. It's like, well, I guess goodbye. They couldn't help me. It's like, all right, bittersweet. You try to help, and it's just like, all right, goodbye. Um, so they had to let me go, and they couldn't fix my farting problem. So here I am out in the real world, farting up a storm. Like I also have a filter on, so that you can't see it. The room, this room is actually like kind of it's like this weird sort of like smoky hue because of all the gas. It's real bad. I'm sorry. Please send help. I'm kidding. None of that's real. None of that's real. None of that's real. Um, let's see. I think recently what was I reading? Somebody had like what somebody like a medical researcher was like, your condition's fascinating, and it's just like that's not the kind of thing you want to hear. I forget what it was about though. It was one of those things. It's like I'm glad I do not have that. That sounds real bad. I don't think it was like a brittle bone syndrome or anything like that. But it was just like, oh god, I'm so glad that I do not have that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that I'm like mostly healthy, right? Mostly healthy. You know, I don't have to deal with allergies, right? I take, I feel like I've taken it for granted for far too long. I should really be thankful. Come on, go through there. There's a hole there. You already went through the first time. Go through the second time. I swear to God, don't make me come over there. All right, we're kind of. Is that not the same hole? Oh my god. Do I have to aim downwards? Do I have to aim this way? Come here. Okay. There's actually a there we go. See the hole? One of these awls actually has a thing that it's for threading, and I don't use it because it's scary and it's sharp. I could be. Listen, can you imagine? I could probably beat smack my microphone. Good job, me. I could probably beat Bono for world's biggest shit. You know, I could make it, and then I'd be like, take that, Bono. I don't know if I'm referencing an episode of South Park that some of y'all might not have seen. There's a lot of episodes of South Park. There's a lot of episodes of South Park. I used to be super. I'm gonna be honest, Karina. I used to be super ashamed of my farting. Like real talk, like real talk, because like they just kept coming. I didn't realize at the time when I was younger that I did have lactose intolerance. Oh yeah, Randy sits down on the toilet and just like, that's right. You would know, Zooted, because like you're towely. You're basically like towely, you know, just real chill, you know. That's right. Randy like sits on the throne, and then all of a sudden, like a giant poop bigger than he is, just like slowly. I think he spirals up too when he does it. Like he spins upward as he's like releasing. Oh, this might be a little tough to pull this through. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You know what? Here, let me widen that hole. Sometimes you gotta widen the hole, guys. Sometimes you gotta like, you know, you gotta figure it first. Just get in there a little bit, right? Right. Sometimes it needs a little help. A little help. I don't think I'm gonna finish by 4:30. Ah! What's funny is that like the stitching is like the funnest part to me, right? Because it feels like we're coming to the end, and there's something about it that's just like very satisfying. It's like this. Oh, don't tell me I'm all right. Gonna do this a little bit. Maybe that'll widen it up. There we go. Perfect. There's something about stitching though. It's just there's something very satisfying about this. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I'm not gonna finish this today. I don't even think I'm gonna finish the holes today. I'm probably gonna finish like this. And then I gotta clean up, and then I gotta get ready. Ah, I hate it. I really wanted to finish this. I really wanted to like start using this wallet. Oh, thank you, Karina. As of the harshest judge of my own creation, I'm going to vehemently disagree, but thank you. I have a problem. I know that like as a fellow creative Karina, you probably understand. Like it's just like you look at your things that you've made in the past and it's just like eh, but this has this wrong. And this has this wrong, you know? I look at my kids and I'm like, this one's fucked up in the head. I'm kidding, I don't have kids. I don't have kids. Can you imagine? We are the harshest judges of our own creations. This fucking kid right here keeps getting arrested. Probably my fault. I told him stealing's cool. It's okay to be OCD. I actually have a diagnosis for OCD. It mostly comes from I would like ruminate about things that happened in the past for decades. That was the problem. I would do it for decades, you know, things that like upset me. And I try not to, but like there's the occasional time where it's just like I find myself going like, that fucking time that my ex picked the shoving match with me, and it's just like, why? Ugh, whatever. No, I'm stopping. We're stopping. We're focusing on the stitching. We're focusing on the stitching, which is actually coming out better than I thought it was. I'm actually kind of surprised that this is coming out as good as it is, because like I thought this was not going to be straight at all. I thought this was not going to be like at all straight, and it's coming out pretty straight. I'm wiggling it a little bit, because sometimes, you know, you gotta, when you put it in, fellas, you guys know about this, you gotta wiggle it a little. Wiggle. Sorry. I had to stop making like jokes like that, because they don't sit well with like YouTube. Hello YouTube. This is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. So, like this much stitching, I didn't realize it was going to take this long. And I totally understand why some people use stitching ponies for this, right? It's like a stitching pony is like this thing. It's a clamp that holds it in front of you like this, so you just like basically push the needles through, and it makes it a lot faster. But ultimately, like there's something about doing it like this too that I kind of like. You know, something about it. Every time you pull it through, you got to pull it tight. You got to hold this down. Put this in above the last one. Wiggle. Well, the other thing that I try to acknowledge, especially when I'm outside, right, with OCD, is that like, you know, you need to really like look for things that like look for proof, you know. I guess not with OCD. I don't know. I have like a lot of things that just like happen in my head. It's just like my mind goes places. It's just like, but that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. That happened like one time, and or something like that. I don't know. My brain's weird. Everybody's brain is a little weird. That's why they're called brains and not like broccoli. What? Go home, Dick. You're drunk. I am home. It's good. Stay there. Give me your keys. I don't have a car. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run out of thread by the end of this. I'm gonna have to start like another stitch line. I'm not looking forward to that. I took a lot of thread out too. Like that's the thing. Like you guys are seeing me pull this all the way through, and it's just like, wow, that's a lot of I wonder if those got math formula that I should be aware of. Like, oh yeah, if you got to go for like this many inches, you should do like that many feet or something like that. That doesn't make sense. Does it? I guess all the amount of distance has to be halved anyway, because like when you saddle stitch, everything is stitched twice. There's movement again. It's probably wind. That's what it is. There we go. We're coming up on my stream anniversary, my affiliate anniversary, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. We're also coming up to like that point where we're getting close to like 1,000 followers. And I know this is an arbitrary number, but I think I've avoided celebrating all the other milestones of like 100, 200, 300, 400, blah blah blah. Right? I don't think that like the numbers really matter. I mean, perfectly honest. But I think I should do something for 1,000, and hopefully it coincides with the. Yo, welcome back, Rack and Crotch. Hopefully it coincides with a the both of them together, so that I could do something for both of them together. I don't know. I'm not big on celebrating things. I'm sorry. Something in there. Have you seen a professional about it, Crack and Crotch? Because like real talk, there's nothing wrong with seeing a professional. Um, I've been going to therapy for what's that? God, how long has it been? I think it's at least 5 years at this point. Although I need to be reassigned because my previous therapist, uh-oh, I my previous therapist actually moved on to she didn't die. She moved on to another job. She left. She told me like during our she told me like months ago, and then like during our last session she's like, oh yeah, I have to tell you, by the way, this is our last session, because and this is like, I know that it got delayed, but like it was also sort of like surprise, and I was like, oh. So the place that I was seeing her at, it needs to reassign me, but they haven't called me back yet, and I think I gotta call them now because it's been kind of a while. It's been like 2 weeks, and not that like there's anything really bothering me, right? Especially since I kind of have like a groove at this point, but like it's good to speak with therapists, and also I probably should talk to my psychiatrist or psychologist. I don't know, whoever assigns me medication. Not that I'm taking medication now, but I should tell them that like, I've been trying THC and it seems to be okay, right? Just to let them know, you know. Measure the seam you're going to be sewing and multiply by about 2.5 inches. Well, we definitely did like more than that. I didn't like. That does make sense though. We're definitely like, because this is only like what, 3, 4, 3. So that's like 10 inches. So it's like 25 inches total. I definitely took out more than 25 inches. I definitely took out more than 2 feet, right? So like that's why I'm like kind of concerned though, because it feels like I'm running low on thread here. Then again, I'm like pulling it all the way up my face still, and it's just like, I should be careful, by the way. These are sharp needles. That was a second. Oh. Okay. Good. I'm glad to see that you're getting help. I think that, honestly, I think that everybody should see, a therapist. Mainly because like a lot of people don't realize that like what they're sometimes like bombarding friends with like, hey, can we talk? And then like you just like unload your day, or they do that with their partner, and it's just like you're doing that with a person that's like not really equipped for it as well as like a professional would be, right? And also I think a lot of people don't realize that there's no shame in seeing a professional on a regular basis, and that it should be done a lot more even. I need to do the same thing for my physical health, so I can stop being like, I need to stop just going like, nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fit as a fucking fiddle. I am fit as a fiddle, but every once in a while I should like get like everything looked at, take blood. I hate when they take blood. What are they doing with that blood? They probably have like some guy in the back going like, yeah, magnesium deficiency. And eats too many sweets. Too many sweets. Eat less sweets. And they tell you, all right, we got the results back from the lab. You got a magnesium deficiency. I don't think I have a magnesium deficiency. I'm just making things up at this point. Exactly. Crack and Crotch gets it. Crack and Crotch. We beat GTA. We beat GTA 4. I got the bad ending. I'm gonna go back. I have another save. Because Nico deserves better. Nico deserves better. The American dream can't die for him like that. It can't. It can't. Our boy deserves better. I let us all down. I let us all down. Where's this thing? Come on, go through. There we go. Like sometimes the hole doesn't know where it is. I gotta be careful with these scissors. They're sharp as hell. I don't need them to like land on my foot and like go right through. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how to say I'm sorry in Russian, but I'm sorry in Russian. Um, it was not on purpose. It was just like, I was like, well, what do I do here? And then like, well, it felt like Kate was saying like, you should tie up your loose ends before you do anything else. And I'm like, cool. Revenge it is. And then like when I go for the revenge mission, it's Dimitri, and I fucking hate Dimitri, so I feel good that I'm like gonna get to kill him. And then after that, it's just like at the wedding, it's just like this is a bad ending. I could tell right now this is a bad ending. Can't believe I did that. Apparently revenge is bad? Who knew? Who knew? No one told me. You gotta make your own mistakes, I guess. When I was a young boy. No, I was about to try to parody that song, but change it to be about like how revenge is bad. And ultimately, it'll be hard not to choose revenge again. Ooh, is that a big? That is kind of a big gap. It's semi-symmetrical. All right. Also, I'm like bending it in my hand. It's actually pretty flat, which I'm glad of. Yep, come here, come here, come here. I feel bad for Nico now because like he deserves better, you know? And like in the end he's just like I guess everything's got to be shit for me. Everything forever. Although I didn't mind gunning down Pegorino. That guy was an asshole too. Ever since that one time he pulls a gun on your face because he thinks that you of all people are betraying him. It's just like, listen, I am the most faithful man you have on your fucking payroll. Do not put that thing in my fucking face. You do not want the other side of this, you know? And then like he's just having like his own like weird bit or whatever. This does take a lot longer than I thought it was. I was watching a quarter leather video where he was talking about how his partner in the shop, Katrina, I think her name is. Um they were doing like a special drop. They specially purchased this exquisite leather from Rococa tannery in Italy. It was a special type of leather to celebrate the 15th anniversary. It's shell cordovan. And for those of you that don't know what shell cordovan is, my god, let me tell you, that is some real good shit. I have a pair of shell cordovan shoes that are absolutely exquisite. Because shell cordovan, when tanned right, is an exquisite leather. But it's also the most hilarious leather ever because it is made, and I shit you not, it is made out of a horse's ass. There's a specific subcutaneous lining, leather layer in a horse's ass that's known as the shell, and it's very akin to like chitin. It's very similar to fingernails, and it's very notoriously hard to tan. It's hard to impregnate with the oils and other chemicals that they need to properly tan it. So it's hard to produce. It's hard to work with when you're first working with it because if you're like trying to make shoes out of it, when during the stretching portion, it's prone to snapping. And if it snaps, cool. You're halfway done and you have to throw that out now. It's because of these two factors, it's very expensive. But it also does this amazing thing. One, it's incredibly shiny. It's plasticky almost in its shininess, but it doesn't look cheap. It's just like very, very nice. But two, it doesn't crease, right? It rolls, right? It never like properly folds over at all. It just sort of like develops these warps and waves in it, which look really nice, especially over time as they start to form based on like how you use the object, right? If it's your shoes, you know, they develop into like these like large valleys and waves. I have a pair of shell cordovan shoes, and they were very expensive. They're beautiful, and I rarely wear them. It's also some of the most once you get past that stretching, that leather stretching phase, invented by the Visigoths, it's hard to tell. I'll be perfectly honest. The exact origin of shell cordovan because every time I look it up, different stories. Like some say that it's from Cordoba, Spain. That's where it gets the name, right? And then like some say it's from this, some from that, right? I actually don't fully understand or know where we get shell from and the practice of making shell and getting shell, but it's incredibly exquisite. Zudi, you have a good evening, okay? And stay off your foot, obviously. Uh, yeah, you take care, dude. We're gonna have enough thread for this. We're gonna have enough thread for it. Oh, I feel so good about that. I feel good about that. All right. They did they? I know nothing about history because I have an American education, sir. And when you learn anything in America, what you learn is nothing. So that would make sense. Yeah, Zudi, take care. Have a good one. All right. Are you planning on streaming later? Are you streaming now? Are you? You might be streaming. He might be because Zudi, guys, if y'all don't know, he's a full-time streamer. I could do this right now actually without having to cut the stream. / shout out the Zoo 420. You guys are gonna love him if you haven't already. I like to do my shout outs usually in a block. You guys know that, but I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get to it today. I mean, we did the block earlier, but I'm running low on time and I want to finish this one side. Come on, go in. I might finish this off stream. Fucking hell. Pull, there. But guys, yeah, real talk. Zudi's like, he's probably one of the chillest dudes I know. Like, I couldn't even hold a candle to that guy. He's just so icy cold. He's like Mr. Freeze from Batman Forever, but without the puns, thankfully. Oh, I still see what killed the dinosaurs. The Ice Age. Revenge is a dish best served cold. When he said that, I thought he was talking about, like, shrimp cocktail. I just, like, you mean shrimp cocktail? I don't know what's going on. Like, I was taking him too literally, and I do that sometimes, where, like, somebody will say something and it's like, you mean that literally, right? And it's just like, no. Why would anybody? Uh-oh. Oh. Whoops. I was a dumb child. I'm a dumb man now. Visigoth kingdom included some of southern France and most of Spain as well at the peak, with the Basques clinging onto their slice of territory in between. Oh, man. That sounds like they had a really, really big slice of Europe. Did they go down because of dumb virus shit? I have a feeling a dumb virus took them out. Was it a dumb virus? It always is a dumb virus. I'm surprised that we didn't get got by COVID. I'm surprised that, like, I'm surprised that parts of my country didn't go down because of COVID. I'm surprised that, like, the world itself is in the state that it's sort of okay, kind of. I mean, not really, right? Like, there's war in the Ukraine, which I'm not thrilled by, because, like, that's still going. And people are fucking still dying there. You would think that we would be better than this, but apparently not. Okay, so we're gonna go back 1 or 2, and we're gonna finish. Just the one side, though. Western Roman Empire's collapse. Oh, nice. Screw the Western Romans. Western Romans. They have the worst hotels. Kidding. I don't know anything about history. I'm sorry. Yeah. I like it, I say it as like a half joke, but it is kind of true. Like, as an American, like, we don't really learn history very well. How did I get affiliated with CD Keys? Oh, so it's actually really easy. You just ask. You just ask. I'm not even kidding. You just go like, hey, can I get an affiliate link? I stream regularly and I have this many followers and I'm sure people will use it. And I also really like your product, please. And they're like, sure, kid. But I will also say this: half the time it does not work. That link right there, half the time it does not work, because like in order for it to work, like 17 things have to fall into place at the same time. The person that's using it has to what's it? They have to have their cookies on. They have to have the cookie that gets opened when they go into CD keys using your affiliate link. They have to purchase with said cookies enabled. And oh my god, the amount of times that it's actually worked is like, I want to say, and I'm not blaming anybody for this except for CD keys and how their website works. Wow, we finished with like that much extra thread. Okay, I was being paranoid. I want to say like it's only worked like half the time, my link. Yeah, I want to say that it's only worked like half the time. You know what? I'm going to bring these actually. I was going to finish it on the outside here, but I think I'm going to finish it on the inside. So I'm going to bring it back one more. I'm going to bring it back one more. Just to get it back in there. Okay, so this down. These holes are getting a little snug. What you want? Wait, what? No. No. God damn it. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I mean, I do, but... And there's a lot of things. There we go. Okay, so that's there. And then this will come in next to it. We'll finish this off. And it's finishing off leather is like the wildest thing, because you don't even tie it off. How? It still boggles my mind that the only way to finish leather, or rather with the accepted way to finish the saddle stitch every time, is you just snip it and then you burn it. Where's my scissors? Unrelated, no? Okay. Intimidated with Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's right. He was like no cuts. What movie was it? It was like no cuts. He brought a katana, and they were just like, all right, you know what? Fucking Harvey Weinstein. Maybe Miyazaki should have taken off a few inches. You know where? Fucking creepy ass Harvey Weinstein. Just hit it with a little bit of that, and then yeah, and that's it. That's it. Stitching's done for this. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I actually like really fond of how that turned out. Thank you for the lurk. It was Mononoke. Yeah, that sounds about right actually. I can't use it still. I have to finish the other side, and I might just do that off stream. Simply because I do want to have my wallet. This is gonna be my wallet. Where's my card? I had a card for this. Here's a one. All right, so we'll put the Gundam base card here. Oh, perfect. It's exactly the right size. It just exactly fits in there. Ah, thank you. And this pocket's bigger. It's for like money and other things, right? These pockets are exactly the right size. This will cover up the one behind it though, which I didn't mean to have do that. I meant there to be like a little bit of a stagger. So I guess I can modify the pattern for next time. I guess there is a little bit of a stagger. Where's my penguin card? Here you are, Suika. Next time, I guess I'll do this side. Okay. Shit. It kind of feels good. Yeah. I'm actually surprised that this came out as well as it did. This part. I could still fuck up the other side. Guys, I could still fuck up the other side. But we should raid out. We should definitely raid out because I need to get ready. I probably should go to the bathroom too. Yeah, we cut it like real close to the wire. It's like 4:20, and I was like, I gotta leave by at least 4:30 so I can get ready. I'm gonna go see Quantumania, and I'm gonna try to remember to have a edible. Who knows how that'll work? Who knows how that'll work? Because Quantumania, I've heard it's bad. I've heard it's like not good. I've heard it's like the opposite of enjoyable. But also, what do I give a shit? You know? This pocket goes all the way down. I'm just putting that in there for now. Yeah, I think that kind of looks good. Sleeka, D&B, and the Gundam base, which is a base full of Gundam. It's a Gundam! We'll work on the other side later. And then ultimately, I think we have to, well, we do have to finish the edges, right? I did a little bit of sanding. I beveled the surface edges all along here, here, and here. But yeah. And I should probably get, because this is like looser leather, right? I don't know if it's apparently very visible there. This is like sort of a looser leather, so I probably should like hit the edges with like a gum tragacanth or what's that other stuff called? Tokonoru. Oh, I tried them by myself the other day. Tuesday? Or maybe it was the weekend. I had half of one because I was followed instructions. I was like very, very, very deliberately going like, all right, let me have half of one, right? Because they say like have half of one, and then Toast was also like, you should have half of one because you don't know how it's gonna affect you. I was like, cool. So I had half of one. Then I waited like an hour, 2 hours later. And I was like, this didn't feel like anything. Then that's why I finished the rest of it. And Toast was like, you probably should have a full one then because I forget that you're bigger than me. I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. So I then, like he meant having it a whole ass one now instead of like waiting for earlier. So I had the whole ass one now and it felt weird, right? Like I couldn't tell if it was like a positive or a negative experience. It's just that it was an experience, right? Like my muscles felt draggy. And this is my first experience with THC. My muscles felt draggy, which it makes sense because your muscles relax. And things tasted weird. In some instances bad. Which that's not supposed to happen, so kind of confused. Or nothing will have to go hurt. and then like yeah, like that was my main concern, right? Like there's this saying, you can always have like two edibles now, but you can't have you can have one edible now, but you can't have not eaten 3 edibles an hour ago, right? Like it's already in you. And if you were already like going like this is fucked and I'm fucked, man, then you fucked up and it's fucked. Which is like, it's like, oh, that's a shame. All right, so I will keep this pattern because I think that this pattern is the best version of it so far. I think I'm gonna edit it a little bit. Hey, what's up, Feels? We're probably ending soon. Just so you know, buddy. Hope you're doing good though. Hope you're doing good. Tofu wanted to see you earlier. He was saying sussy baka things. She was like, where's Feels when you need him? I'm talking about things coming out my booty hole. I gotta figure out who to raid though. Yeah, I'm having like an early day today. I'm gonna go see that really bad movie. You were convinced you oh no. That sounds bad. Wait, did somebody else convince you that you died? Or was it like, I think I'm dead? Is that my body over there having an out-of-body experience? Just gonna put everything away. I've never tried shrooms. I've heard that they're like actually really good. Not in terms of like the high that you get, but in terms of they actually are known to like influence the kind of person that you become. Couldn't see her here. That sounds bad. That sounds real bad. That sounds real bad. How long did that last? That sounds like something I wouldn't want. I should make a thing for this. I really should make a thing for this thing, because it's so pointy and spiky and I keep pricking myself with it. I should leave this there. Can I put that in here with that setting saved? Okay. I think I can. Perfect. I'm going to save that like that. I'm going to save that like that. We're going to put everything away. I want to believe in an afterlife because it's pleasant sounding, right? I do. But my God, my brain won't let me. The most I'm willing to believe in at this point is like reincarnation, but even then, it's just like, shit, that was the wrong way. I hope I didn't move that. Yeah, the most I want to believe in now these days is like reincarnation, but even then, it's just like, that's still like a bridge too far, you know? And it's probably easy to just tell myself, you know, every religion is wrong, and just leave it at that. Well, you don't need to know much about time. It's there. It's made up. It's a construct. We as the people have made it up because we're full of shit. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's weird though, right? Like, I don't think animals understand time, right? I mean, I guess they wouldn't. Because they don't have clocks and watches. And they don't have to get to work. I'm fucking hot. I'm supposed to hit this with the edge of this. Sorry. With the edge of this to like smooth it out. Oh wow. It's actually not bad. Oh yeah. Well, seasons make sense, right? Because seasons is how they sort of like understand, you know, like this is the time to screw, right? And this is the time to like hunter-gather it, right? I guess the day-night cycle also makes sense because that's like something that's observable, right? When we were like, when we didn't, you know, have good telescopes and everything, we just sort of like used the day-night cycle and that was it, you know? Humans are just dumber animals. I like this though. I like how this came out so far. So far. So far. I could still fuck it up, remember. Remember, if you ever think that you're doing a good job, remember, always remember, you can still fuck it up in the end. That's what we'll leave on today. That's what we will leave on today. Why? Why am I like this? Ah, shit's wrong with me. I think that birds do it by instinct, though, right? Like when they're like, okay, I'm gonna get that. You know, I think it's just like it's a combination of like kind of being there in the moment and like just having that sort of like now sort of snap feeling in your brain, right? Oh, that's everything, right? We put away everything in here. We close this up. Where's my zipper? There's the zipper. It is exactly 4:30. Uh-oh. What's the Chinese room experiment? I have a feeling that it's going to go someplace dark, isn't it? I have a feeling it goes someplace incredibly dark and go to just chatting. Incredibly dark. Dark. Oh, it came out kind of nice. We just got to do the other side. And then we got to like probably do the edges. The edges probably need some work. And I'll take photos of the before, and then like in a few months when it gets all like oiled up and everything from use, you know. Oh, it's not like real fucked up. Are you sure it's not real fucked up? I have a feeling it's real fucked up. A lot of these things are real fucked up. When you start experimenting on people, it's real fucked up. I gotta stop saying real fucked up. But it's real fucked up. Huh. The way that this fucking browser works nowadays. All right, let me see who to rate. Ooh, wait, no, we rated him last week, didn't we? Shit. So we'll be on early tomorrow too. Oh, wait, no. We rated him like a few days ago. Ish, God damn it. I'll be on early tomorrow too. I have dinner with my mom. Leave them in a closed room. They'll receive paper with messages. It's on the door. Yep. A manual that tells them how to reply to each message. Okay. Have I rated this dude? Oh, you know who I haven't rated in a while? I'm going to say in a while. We rated them recently. Yeah, let's go raid. Have we ever? Oh God, I know somebody who's celebrating 200 followers today. So I think we should raid into him once he gets back. Once our boy gets back, he's doing a 24-hour stream, which I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend that at all. But you know, subject can give the correct reply to these messages, but has no idea of the content of their replies. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's see. It looks like he's back. Okay, it's our boy SSJG Dizzy Bitty, who's doing a 24-hour stream for his 200 follower special. Right now, it looks like he's going to be playing a little bit of everything, including games with viewers and everything. And it looks like right now he's playing DBZ Kakarot or Kakarot. How you doing, Goose? Goose, how's your stomach? How's your tum-tum? We're about to raid out. We're going to raid. I hope I spell this right as I type it in. So please stick around for the raid. Wait, so does that make them very, like, worried? You're not feeling good still? Are you getting better? Last time I asked that, you told me no. Are you getting better now? SS DG? DJ? Dizzy Bitty. JG. Oh God, I can't spell that. Have a great, not good, but you'll be okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's the only thing I can hope for. Guys, stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid out to this dude who's celebrating 200 followers with a 24-hour spectacular. But before we go, I want to ask you, if you haven't gotten your COVID-19 vaccine, and it's reasonable for you to do so and available in your area, please get your shots, because that shit can save your life. Oh my God, we have a lot of people here. This is gonna be so fucking awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna blow his fucking mind. What else? I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know with what. Probably some, I don't know. Figure it out. But yeah, guys, thank you for coming. All y'all have been absolutely wonderful to me, and I hope that I've provided some sort of goodness for you. I'm probably gonna finish this off stream. I'll be perfectly honest, because I do want to, like, use it. I want a new wallet. That's all. And there goes my glasses. There goes my lighter. Before we go, I have to ask you, get your COVID-19 vaccine if you haven't already, because that shit could save your life, and that's all that I care about. But yeah, I think that's it. Back tomorrow. Thank you all for coming, especially you guys in the front, the chatters, y'all in the back, the lurkers. Hello. And that's it. That's it. I don't want to dwell too long, because if I dwell too long, my stupid ass will accidentally raid out. If you have your own raid message, though, please feel free to use it. I've created two. The first one uses channel emotes. You know, you got to be a subscriber for that, and don't feel bad if you're not a subscriber, because that's what the second one's for. But until next time, tomorrow maybe, stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow, and I'll catch you all next time. Same bad time.